Kent Spitfires rather ruined Somerset's chances of earning a place in this season's NatWest T20 Blast quarter-finals with a 40-run win in Canterbury on the Duckworth-Lewis method. But with a game to go, one of these two teams could still make it into the last 8 next week. After winning the toss, Kent lost Daniel Bell-Drummond to the first ball of the night, Dirk Nannes ripping out the batsman's middle stump. When these two sides met in Taunton, Rob Key played some extraordinary shots, ones he's continued to utilise throughout this competition this summer. This was an excellent example. And after Sam Northeast had been dropped at slip off Nannes, Key struck 2 more maximums off Craig Overton. The Kent captain has learned a new way to play his shots from his time with Sky Sports, and he's played them many times in what has been a superb T20 season for the experienced campaigner. He's found a brand new way to play his strokes. Northeast was matching his skipper shot for shot though, as these two brought up the 100 in the 10th over. Northeast made his 50 off 32 balls, and Key got to his off just 29 after he was caught off a no ball from Alfonso Thomas, whose delivery was above waist height. It was a fantastic display from these two who put the Somerset attack to the sword in putting on 135 runs in 13 overs, and a very big total was on the cards. Northeast was excellent, making 73 off 45 deliveries when he lobbed a return catch to Tim Grunewald, who nearly made a hash of the take. Key kept going, however, and found his 4th 6 off Thomas as he moved speedily onto 72 from 42, taking his tally of runs in this competition this year to 370, with, like Northeast, 3 half-centuries included. Key had a good chance of recording the first T20 100 of his career, but he failed to run his bat in and was run out by Grunewald, who showed some neat footwork. It wasn't the best bit of running of Key's career. With 5 overs of the innings remaining, the score read 153 for 3, and with Alex Blake continuing his good form of late, a total in excess of 200 was likely. But Darren Stevens was then caught behind by Marcus Trescothick off Thomas, before Blake was bowled by Nannes, the Yorker just clipping the batsman's leg stump. Sam Billings was able to keep up the scoring, however, as he ended the penultimate over with back-to-back 4s off Thomas, only to fall in the final one as a pull off Nannes found Overton at deep square. Nannes ended with 3 for 30, the last ball of the Spitfires innings seeing Fabian Cowdrey run out by Overton as he came back for an impossible second. Still, Kent ended on a more than respectable 195 for 7 from their 20 overs. With no Nick Compton nor Craig Kieswetter, Somerset opened up with Lewis Gregory, who struck a 4 off the 3rd ball of the reply. But to the 4th, he got a leading edge off Stevens and was held at mid-off by Cowdrey. Trescothick had made only 38 runs in 7 innings in this competition this year, and he'd added only 5 more to that tally when he turned a ball from Ben Harmison to Bell-Drummond at short fine leg. Somerset lost 3 wickets in the first 13 balls, Peter Trigo the next man to go at the start of the 3rd over, Stevens removing his middle peg. Somerset were already a long way behind the 8 ball, and when Stevens grabbed his 3rd wicket in 2 overs by having James Hildreth taken behind, they were in a mess on 18 for 4. So they needed something out of the ordinary from Colin Ingram, who showed what he was capable of by clubbing this ball from Mitch Claydon over the rope. But it was 34 for 5 at the start of the 5th over when Chris Jones offered Stevens a 4th wicket with a loose shot to mid-off. Stevens bowled through his 4 overs for the exceptional figures of 4 for 17, leaving it to Ingram to attack from the other end as he raced on to 37 from only 18 balls. Storms had been forecast after a hot day in the Garden of England, and the wind really picked up, which took the players off after these 2 deliveries from James Treadwell. Alas, that storm didn't relent either, and so, with a score of 59 for 5 midway through the 8th over, the game was abandoned with Somerset 41 runs short of where they should have been, according to Messrs Duckworth and Lewis. So now both sides have 11 points with a game to go and both need to win their final matches. Kent plays Surrey in Canterbury, while Somerset are at home to Middlesex, while Glamorgan must lose their match in Cardiff against Gloucestershire. Then it will all come down to net run rate. So next Friday will certainly be a thriller.